So today I decided to make some kitchen towel toppers for the holidays, for Christmas. But I am not only going to add the towel topper, I'm also going to add an embroidery design to the actual body of the towel, okay, to the actual towel. This is the first time me trying this design that I just purchased. So that's what we're making today. Let me start by going over the materials a little bit of what I'm going to be using today. I purchased these kitchen towel sets. There is a pack of 6 and they are 100% cotton towels. I bought these on Amazon. I'll add the link to the description for these if you want to get them. But they're pretty big, actually. They're 20 inches by 30 inches. So they are actually very long and they are already folded. So I am going to keep the fold like this because it's exactly the 6 inches that I need for the towel topper. However, I will be cutting them in half because I'm going to add the topper here and I'm going to add the design down in the bottom. So these are definitely kitchen towels that you only want to use as decoration. Okay, these are not for your daily use because of the beautiful design we're getting ready to add to them. For the topper part of the towel, I am debating if I want to use this fabric. I have this one in green, it's kind of cute. This one in red, also kind of cute. I have this gorgeous, shiny red fabric. I can get plenty out of this one. Look how many, it's beautiful. And I have the same style, shimmery, but kind of like cream gold color. It's absolutely gorgeous. And this is going to be such a delicate towel that it's just going to be just for decorations. And so the designs that I purchased are from this company. Let me find the name. embroiderydesigns.com. I am not an affiliate of this company. I think I have purchased from them before a while back, but I liked the designs they have for these Christmas trees. I thought they were super adorable, super cute, so I decided to get them. I am not an affiliate again, but I'll add the link in the description of this video if you want to get yourself these or other designs. But I'm going to try these 3. This one says Merry Christmas. This one is a swirl Christmas tree and another swirl Christmas tree with a star. I pulled up the designs using Embrilliance, that embroidery program. Again, I'm not an affiliate of Embrilliance, but that's what I use to pull the designs. And Embrilliance allows you to print it like this on your regular printer. And that way, when you do that, it prints it on scale so that you can see how big the design really is to know if it will fit on your project, on your blank. Printing the design directly from Embrilliance is really helpful. It will really help you. Plus, as you can see, it has some lines there in the design that you can mark the center. So that will help you find the middle or right the center where you want, exactly where you want the design to go. So as you can see on this one, it fits perfectly. It's just the right size, and it helps that with embroidering, it's like coloring with thread. You know, you don't have to use the same colors that you see here. You don't have to use red and silver. You don't have to make this in green. You can make this in any color you want. So I'm thinking about making this one in either silver or red. I was actually thinking like a gold color, but I really don't have anything gold except for this fabric. So I may, if I do this one with gold thread, all of it just gold in this fabric, that may be really cute. The other ones, I like the colors, so I may just stick around with that. This one has two color greens, but I don't have to do that. I can just do one, the same color green for the entire thing, or yeah, mix and match it. I don't know. And you can actually change also the colors in Brilliance if you want to kind of see how it will look like prior to putting it on the fabric. Next, I'm going to choose some of the threads that I already have here, and these I have them in several colors, but I am going to focus on greens, reds, and silver and gold. So I'm thinking something like this would work for that. Definitely red. Can go, you know, have to use red. Green, and I don't know, any other color that I decide, depending on the fabric or how I think it's going to look. Once I have all of that, I will start prepping the machine, the bobbins, making sure I have enough bobbins ready to swap as I need them, and just switching the embroidery foot, switching the embroidery base on the machine. Now this machine here is a sewing and embroidering machine. This is the Brother SE 1900, and so I have it right now set up for sewing. I just remove the base, and I am going to add the other base to it, and this is for embroidery, and change the foot, and that will help me, you know, get started. I will use this embroidery stabilizer. This is a tearaway, and so let's get the prepping part done. So a quick little break in between all of this. I just want to say that for the past hour, where I was trying to set up everything, I realized that my flash drives were not working. So I have two flash drives where I keep all the previous designs of other embroidery projects I've done, and my flash drives were not working. And I'm telling you, there's always something going on. So I tried on my computer, I tried on the sewing machine, I was even chatting with Apple support, thinking that it was something with my computer. Well, because I tried 3 different flash drives, and I was like, oh my goodness, I mean, what's going on? Finally, I decided to look through my cabinets here, and I found one flash drive that I really haven't used, and I plugged it into my computer, and it worked. So I was able to just transfer the embroidery files to the flash drive so that I can connect it to the embroidery machine. Otherwise, I can't embroider. It has to be done through a USB flash drive. So that is part of the prep, you know, making sure your tech is working, making sure you have your flash drives, making sure all your files are in order. And now I kind of feel bad because one of the flash drive kind of has some other information in there, but there's nothing I can do about it right now. So I'm glad I found one that worked. So now I'm going to continue with the rest of the prep. Okay, now that I have the flash drive there, it's working. I am also going to use my embroidery needles, or any really sharp needles. Just make sure you have new needles. And when you click here, I have the new foot, and then I can just click where the embroidery is, and I have the click on the flash drive, and the 3 designs are there. I am not going to change the bobbin depending on the color of the thread. I am going to leave it white so that it looks even on the back of the kitchen towel. Because usually if I do anything that you don't see the back, I don't care. I use whatever color bobbin I have. But since this one you'll be able to see the back of the kitchen towel, then I'm going to do all white. So my bobbins are all in white thread. Consider liking this video and subscribing to this channel if you have learned something today. Okay, so now that the machine is ready, what I'm going to do is go and set up the hoop. Before I start embroidering, I also took an old kitchen towel that I had made before with a topper like this, and I measured it because these kitchen towels that I purchased, the 100% cotton, are very long. So even as I fold them in half, they are longer than the regular kitchen towels. So when I measured this one from the top to the bottom, I realized this is only 12 inches. And then of course you have the topper here that adds a couple more inches. So I went ahead and I folded the kitchen, the ones that I'm going to embroider, in half. And I measured the 12 inches and then I trimmed them off. Now we're going to measure the actual design on the fabric. And I want my design to be not in the center, but a little bit over the edge of the towel. So let's go ahead and add that now. I have my kitchen towel here folded. This is the way it's going to look at the end, this size. And I want this to be kind of in the center, right? So I'm going to take my ruler. I'm going to measure 3 inches up from the bottom of the kitchen towel. And that is where I want the bottom of my design to be. So I'm going to push the paper a little more until the bottom of the design touches that 3-inch line. And it's going to be, this is 6 inches, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 6 inches. It's not exactly 6 inches, but it's close. Okay, 3 and 6. So my number 3 is there. And I want that little line to align to that, to the middle, to the number 3 in my ruler. Okay, right there. So here's my design. This is the center. This is the placement where I'm going to put it. I poke a hole right there down the center where the 2 lines are. And I'm just going to take a light pen and draw a circle or a dot. And that is my center. That is where I'm going to place the center of my image here, of my design. So next I'm going to grab my hoop and the little ruler that comes with the hoop so that I can, measure it correctly. And let me get a stabilizer. And I'm going to open now my piece of fabric. Put a stabilizer there. And put my fabric there. I'm actually, okay, there you go. And I'm going to place the top of the hoop now. And I'm not going to secure it because I am going to measure where the dot is. The dot that I drew has to be in the center. So let's do that right now. This part, it's a little complicated because this it's thick. It's a lot of layers between the stabilizer and the fabric. So it tends to be a little difficult, but okay. Okay, there you go. But it's not center. I can already tell it's all the way here. So I'm just going to push this and move my fabric more towards what I think is the center. But we're going to verify that in just a moment. Now make sure your fabric is tense, okay? It's like there's no bubbles here. This needs to be smooth and kind of tense. Well, I'm getting close. There's just a little bit more. There. Well, I think I got it. Yep, there you go. There it is. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty close. If I didn't put it right where that dot was, it was going to be okay because it's not like it's completely off. But I tried to do it as close as possible. Okay, so now I am ready to take this to the embroidery machine and start embroidering. The third design here, when I looked at the center of the design, the stitching is not going to cover the center. So if I take a pen and I draw the marking on my fabric, it's going to be noticeable because it's right where there will be no stitching to cover it. So in this case, I use a pin to mark the center of my design. And in this case, I also mark the 3 inches mark on the stabilizer. And I marked the center on the stabilizer instead of on the fabric. That way, when I embroider the design, it's not noticeable. And I added a pin, okay, to mark the center. And the same way, you have to kind of play with the fabric around until you get it to be in the center. There you go. Okay, so that is a good place for my center. I can remove the pin and press my hoop here, make it really tight. And now we're going to take this to the embroidery machine. And for this design, we have red, we have green, and I'm going to use this beautiful silver. And now that we have completed all 3 of the embroidery designs, it is time now to make the towel toppers. And these are the end results of the project that we worked on today. This is gorgeous. And as you can see, I used fashion snaps to for as a closure for this. And here is the gold one with the cream color, and I used the gold fashion snaps, and look how beautiful it looks with the gold letters. Gorgeous. And for the other one, the green Christmas tree, I used also fashion snaps in silver. And for this fabric, I fussy cut it so that the words peace and family and joy would be in the center and on the front. If you want to see how I did this, I have a video showing you how I fussy cut my fabric and the templates that I use, how to make the templates for the towel toppers. And I have tons of videos showing you how to make the towel toppers for your kitchen towels. So go check it out now, and I'll see you there.